About to unfold in race number 4 of the Prada Cup semi-finals. On the left, American Magic. On the right, Luna Rossa, Prada Pirelli. American Magic, is their campaign about to end here? Is Luna Rossa about to make it 4-0 and go to the Prada Cup final? Each has their fans in the village and around the viaduct and ready to go. A big spectator fleet and plenty of folks watching on the big screens around the viaduct harbour. The tension is palpable here in the commentary position, I can tell you. Out on the water, Nathan Outteridge, call it. Make a call, buddy. What happens?
Well, Stephen, there's plenty of breeze out here now. The breeze is filled in.
This is the race committee. The wind sampling period is complete and this race is live.
And as you can hear there, the race is live. We're going to be going to battle here very soon. American Magic just doing a little bit of a tune-up here before the start. They have to win this start. If they win the start and not just have an even start like we said before, they've got to dominate the start, put the pressure on Jimmy Spittle and Luna Rossa, and let's push this into another day. That's what we all want to see. We want to see some fight out of these guys, and we want to see a race win for American Magic.
Nathan says time to go to battle. Wants to see American Magic do something to start. Take it to Luna Rossa. Do we get that in race 4, Kenny?
I have to disagree with my friend Nathan. I don't think they need to win the start. I think they need to get a start where they're in the position that they want to be. If they think the right side of the race course is better, then get to the right side of the race course. Start up on your opponent's hip. Start to the right of them and get to the right of the race course. Let's not force the team into something that they may not be comfortable with. Let's just kind of have at it and hope that our boat has a little more boat speed in this increasing breeze on the Hauraki Gulf.
I'm with Kenny. I mean, don't sail the way that you don't normally sail. You just need better execution. On the start line, go where you want to go. With 5 more knots in this race, it's a different game.
Patriot will come in on the left-hand side, as you can see her coming in now on the port entry. She has port entry and can enter at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. On the right-hand side, the starboard end will be Luna Rossa, Prada Pirelli. And Luna Rossa team that are... And you talk executions, surely. They haven't put a foot wrong pretty much in the last 48 hours.
And particularly in the starting area. I mean, the Prada starts throughout this series have been excellent. I mean, they have nailed it. Perfect execution, great timing.
Francesco Brudi says that the starts all come down to pre-planning. They don't go outside that window. They know exactly what they are going to do.
Geometry, let's see these moves by Dean Barker again. Is he going to be predictable, or is he going to throw a little wrench into the situation? This is where we find out.
He's turned up early. Kenny didn't go to the boundary. He's trying something new.
1 minute and 25 seconds again to race start and race 4. Nathan, I want you to read on what you've seen so far in this pre-start.
Turning down here on 3, 2, 1, turning down now.
To begin right now. So turnaround time
straight into 2.
Coming away.
Goes to Robbins. Yep. Yeah, crossing out.
Pushing him hard.
Jumping.
Fine.
There's a full jump.
I'm racing up where?
I'm feeling 7 here, turning it up here, racing up one.
Okay, when you want. Okay, coming up.
Listen,
racing here.
Full speed, boys.
Almost racing.
Coming up. Full speed.
Yeah, copy.
You wonder if they're right, though. That was a really tricky maneuver by American Magic. Put themselves in maybe another vulnerable spot, but 40 seconds to go. They may be a touch early. There may be a gap in there, but they're certainly not front-footing it, I'll tell you that.
Have to press hard here. Both sides away.
30 seconds and counting. The start of race 4 in the Prada Cup semi-finals.
Dean Barker going for the hoop.
Just give him the gas.
I think he's going to run out of time, Stephen. I think he's going to run out of time.
Yeah, copy.
I do not think
we're going to be taking this
starting line.
Go full speed.
Full speed, full speed. Standing by.
A little ease,
Anytime. 2, 1,
go,
down.
Go.
And turning.
It's on. Race 4 of the Prada Cup semi-finals for Luna Rossa. 1 win, you're in the Prada Cup final for American Magic. 1 win, and your campaign survives another day.
So we are at 50, 19, 15.
I think we hold for now.
Please.
I feel terrible. for.
Just wait for this pressure to see if we get the
Sometimes
left
you
here. We'll
just
probably
lose
go.
your confidence, and that's what it feels like to me. That the afterguard of American Magic and that pre-start box, it just lost their confidence. I've been there before, by the way. I've been the person who has lost their confidence. It's no fun. It's not a fun place to be. Let's see if they can dig it out and find a little bit of boat speed.
Okay. Get up.
Okay, he's tagged. I've got two lengths ahead at the moment.
Trimming. Generally more pressure left for me.
Surely they need pace at this stage.
Yeah.
Well, they got to that right-hand
You'll see on here
side.
shortly, Dino, about 2 lengths.
Really
3
like
lengths.
that little bit more
Maybe a
pressure
little
and
more.
maybe a bit of courage as well, helping them along.
Nice mode here.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, more down,
Keeping it close.
and turn.
30 seconds the other way.
Yep. We can get out of here straight away. Standing by.
Yes.
Cross it.
Departure, no real options there, Kenny. You hear them straight into the turn. A beautiful execution by the Italians. Right on them.
About least.
So Nathan,
So they are
obviously, Scale and company don't mind the left-hand side of the race course there, do they?
No, they're actually protecting the leftist side as compared
that's
to round
not
last
high
race on the right. The breeze is filled across the whole course, so it's a pretty even track. I think they're just trying to hurt them where they can. Oh, guys, I just can't get over that start. I hate harping on about it, but it was an easy win for Luna Rossa off that start, and now American Magic have a lot to do to get this race win.
Nathan, do you think
Okay,
it just seemed like their timing was out? And you
I don't
look at the
think it's
Italians,
fine.
their
It
timing
might
and the
be.
geometry is
I
always
think
bang
either
on.
way
Is
we
it
go
something to do
long,
with
right?
software? They
We
just
have one
not
any
as
left,
confident?
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah,
distance.
Shirley, you're probably right there. These guys, to judge that by eye is so
Great
difficult,
turn is
particularly
open
with the manoeuvre.
from here. He gives it to
Everyone's
us.
relying on software to
afraid
get
of it.
that turn back at the right time, and if their software is not calibrated perfectly or they're not interpreting
Very some of the
in
last
the right
exchange,
way,
Yeah.
you end up being
Thanks,
early or
Mark.
late very easily. So, you know, maybe that's what Luna Rossa has also done in the last week or two, is gone out and do a bunch of start practice and get their pre-starts and their software dialed to perfection. I know racing with Artemis in the last America's Cup, we spent a lot of time on race software, and race software makes sailors look really smart. If it works for you, you look like a hero, but if it's not quite accurate enough, it can make you look really silly.
Let's get on board Patriot and hear what's going through their minds.
25 to lay. Let's get that. 15. Standing by. Crossing. Anytime. 2. 1 board down. But board's not going here. Board won't go down. Grey Hill. No, Grey Hill's not working either.
Sounds like there's trouble on American Magic. You heard Dean Barker say the board won't go down. Surely not.
Hang on, board's going now slowly.
Keep the speed up, please. Keep the speed up.
Yeah, copy.
Luna Rossa,
Down.
Prada Pirelli around the top gate
turning.
for the first time in the sixth leg, but it is trouble for American Magic. Board down issues in a race they have to win.
2, 1 coming down. Take. I will. Yeah, copy. You can see what we've got to do here. Yeah, crossing.
They didn't have bad luck. They have no luck at all right now, unfortunately.
Turning up here in 3, 2, 1. Turning it up now.
Good angle, no higher.
American
Bearing away
Magic
in 3, 2,
get around the
1.
top gate after trouble with board. And the lead is 45 seconds to Luna Rossa, Prada Pirelli.
Angle there.
And it's so disappointing, but not really a surprise when we think what this really
Click it down and click
complex
it.
machine has been through over the last few
Around
weeks.
target. 35 to boundary.
Unfortunately,
Looks like boundary gets you
it's easy to be
to an end.
speechless at this stage. It's just a shame. All you want is you want a competitive race, right? That's all you can hope for for all sides. We have friends on all teams. I know everybody back home is hurting right now watching this, and frankly, they kind of need a miracle right now to get back into this race.
Oh, this board's not going now. Yeah, we haven't got a board here, guys. This could be a bit ugly here. Can't get the board's not going again. Just got to drop it. Gonna have to just drop it in here.
Okay. Trying with the grey hill on my spot now. I'm getting movement.
This is the umpires. Boundary penalty, USA.
Board up, board down again.
Yeah, no, it's just gone down. Just jibing here.
Yep.
You got it there, got it?
The other way.
I will.
Racing tragedy for American Magic in a race that they had to win. Board issues as they headed towards the top gate. Board issues as they get around the top gate and down on that first downward leg. And
slowly trimming on now.
You can imagine hearts sinking amongst supporters that are watching in Nevada Harbour and around the world. Just when they needed some sort of luck, the gremlins strike. Those dastardly gremlins.
You got to feel so bad for that guy. Honestly.
Nice there.
Nobody deserves this, but like Shirley said, the boat was underwater.
Say again?
9 days ago. Underwater. So it can't be a complete shock that we're seeing a situation like this where
still got
the mechanics don't work. You can't perform miracles. You can't perform miracles.
As you can see on the bottom left of your screen, the lead that Rossa Prada Pirelli has right now is strong.
Stand by trimming up in 3, coming up in 3.
They will complete the second leg
okay, guys?
and head up on leg number 3 of 6 in this 4th race of the Prada Cup semi-finals.
Nice.
Nathan Outridge out on the water. Can you believe what we have just seen?
Easy.
Oh, God, it's heartbreaking just watching it and listening to the cogs off the boat. They're doing such a good job to keep it composed.
Running up
The board didn't drop on the upwind in that tack. It didn't drop in that jibe. They're about to do another jibe here right now. Let's hope the board goes down to their side.
Board going down in 5, 2, 1. Here we go. Yeah, no action.
Okay.
Nah, there you go. You heard it. It's not
Trying
getting
on my grey hill now.
getting bad to worse. And what a terrible way to
drop here on
end the America's Cup Challenge here.
Through the boundary again. Here it goes now. No, what's it doing?
That was me. Go board up and try again.
This is the umpires, USA.
What are you pressing
Boundary
to get
penalty.
that?
That's board up.
Yeah.
That's the that goes down first. Board going down in 3, 2, 1. Board down now. Yeah, it's gone this time.
Just shocking.
Okay, turn in. Yep.
Such a shame. I feel so bad for all the supporters, members of the club,
I got him.
Okay,
fans
wide here on my
back in
can
the
if I
States,
can.
fans around the world. Nobody deserves this.
Penalty clear.
I don't have a visual rookie, so
Yep. Still 110, 100.
they're coming down more.
Yep, normal bear away here in 3, 2, 1. You'll see the marks. You see left turn.
Yeah, copy that.
Patriot advancing towards the bottom gate for the first time. Major technical problems with their boards.
4, 3, 2, 1. Turn it up now.
And as you would expect, time difference right now makes no difference. 2 minutes and 1 second behind Rossa Prada Pirelli. It's now just a matter of time. How hard is it to be a fan right
Not sure
now?
if there's anything we can do to
How hard is it to be on that boat and remain composed?
I'll try going
and
board
all
up
the
now
family
to see if
sitting
it does.
back
Yeah, so it's gone,
at the
going down
base
now.
in the Wynyard Quarter.
That's coming back up.
How tough
Stay here,
is
goody for
this?
this one. Board down here in 3, 2, 1. Board down. Yeah, so it's gone. And turning.
They're just guessing whether these boards are going to go up or down right now. They're just guessing. And I know all the work that's gone into it. I know the people have done all the work. I've been sailing with them for years. But best in the business, but I've also had an electrical engineer tell me what they tried to do over 10 days may be actually impossible.
So maybe that's going to be the solution, unfortunately, is just the forward raise each time to get it to...
But 24 hours ago, we were celebrating them being back on the water. Yes, beaten up.
But this could be a tiny connection. This could be one electrical connection that's just misfiring, the tiniest little thing. And I'm not blaming it on the electrician. Don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming it on anybody. I'm just saying there's so many moving parts in these boats. It's just one tiny thing misfiring that creates, well, a disaster.
I think there's something like 17,000 components go into this really complex machine. And we saw pre-Christmas as well. I mean, even then, loads of teething problems. So hard to watch though, Kenny.
I still have normal can control on the port side, so...
Talking it through.
Not...
I'll try a different drop mode just in case it's something to do with the drop number.
Yep. Yeah, try going back to 11.
Yeah, where were you? There where we can. Okay, I'm going forward now.
All the time the Italians are rolling away. Listen, Jimmy Spittl's been in the American Magic spot. In 2000, when I was here competing against him, he was with Sid Fisher's Young Australia, and they weren't far from the drama of what American Magic's going through right now. Struggled around the race course, but you know what? You've got to deal with the hand that you're given, and right now he's got a pretty nice hand.
Luna Rossa approaching the top gate to complete leg number 3, and they are halfway towards that spot in the Prada Cup final against Emirates Team UK. They haven't done too much wrong in 48 hours. They had one little skid yesterday, Shirley, on that bottom gate rounding, but that was pretty much it.
They haven't
keep going this way. It's great pressure this way.
Great deal, Stephen. So we have to say that. But just even the way they're sailing the boat, they're executing the stars.
Little build here, Pietro.
They stepped the game up in this week,
Stand by.
no doubt.
3, 2, 1. You got him, right?
Yeah, got it.
Penalty clear.
Yeah, so you can always drive back.
You heard the voice of Bristol State. There was obviously another boundary penalty you can see on your right-hand screen. Patrick way outside the boundary, but it'll be quite a simple decision because of the distance involved now to get rid of that penalty very quickly. Just let them race their race.
But just
even knowing the way it is, just get that feeling. There's a reminder from Jimmy Spittle that they are going to be a force in this Prada Cup final. I'm a great believer of what we're seeing. Yes, they haven't been pushed, and it could be a stunning Prada Cup final. Unless something really, really bad happens right now, and we go to tomorrow.
Seconds to see if
Still struggling. They're going outside the race
down
course.
here.
Left and right now, just trying to get
Okay, I'm going to try and go forward down here in 3, 2, 1. We're down, nothing happening. Try forward up again here. Down now, still no action. Now it's going down this time, so it'll come up and then I'll be able to fire it. 2, 1, forward down. Okay, turning.
We could take this conversation right back to the World Series pre-Christmas, couldn't we? And this boat that we're seeing right now, Patriot, was being talked up as one of the favourites. It was a boat that defeated Emirates Team New Zealand in a race. I think it was about 12 seconds. And we're going, okay, New York Yacht Club back in the game. It is game on. And then the rest, I hate being cliched, is history as to what unfolded.
Yeah, the only boat to beat the Kiwis. I mean, they looked so promising. Remember, they were the first boat to arrive in Auckland. Lots of time on the water. They felt really solid in their preparation. But this game, Stephen, it moves on at such a rapid pace. And that capsize, you know, it's only now we're seeing the real fallout from that.
What we are seeing too is part of the America's Cup is how unforgiving it is to try and win the America's Cup. If you're not on your game, or the forces work against you.
Well, the game is ruthless. Let's put it that way. We always talked about the the money spent. The money spent is to try to create the fastest boat that's ever taken the water.
Turning up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
It's a ruthless game.
Luna Rossa, Prada Pirelli complete leg 4 of 6 in race 4 of the Prada Cup semi-final. 2 more legs to go, and they have Emirates Team UK in their sights.
That's angle.
So left base at 35.
Plenty of breeze here, so don't overdo it on the loads.
Isn't it? I mean,
With this jib.
Stephen keeps calling it smooth in your very nautical terms.
3,
The boat
2,
is
1.
smooth. I'm not sure I would use smooth.
Well,
It's
you know
elegant.
what?
There's no
Well, they wanted to elegantly sail today, didn't they? But when you look at this boat, it's smooth, it's stylish, it's Italian, and one of the only boats, or the only boat that didn't actually make too many radical changes from the exterior when we went to boat 2.
Coming down.
They must have felt right from the get-go, we got the right boat here.
But they have made gains in every department.
10%.
Just not.
I'm not sure that's science. That's just word on the dog here in Auckland. They're happy. You can sense it. They're a new team with momentum, and you can feel that when you speak to them now.
Happy to come up, Max
It's not
standing
only
up.
about arriving here with a fast boat, Stephen. You have to have the resources and the smarts around you that you can create a faster boat with every given day.
And part of the discussion has been with this America's Cup and the COVID-19 world that we have lived in. All teams lost 2 World Series regattas to develop their boats. So we've seen boats develop at a
15
furious
seconds.
pace in a very short time.
Put down.
The history, I think the history books are going to show
It goes down, I'll scramble
that
after.
while American
Lay line.
Magic was literally trying to get their boat to explode again and piece it back together, the other team got 10% faster.
Okay, turn in.
You can only
Right
do
wheel.
so much. And I know it's easy to put on a brave face through that
Just a
whole
little hot here, not too
capsize.
bad.
Yeah, I got it.
It hasn't been the same boat since. Forget the foils here for a second. It hasn't been the same boat or team since, and you can only do so much. The other team hit it out of the park at the time where you were most vulnerable, and guess what? That's sport.
Go out,
That's
please.
sport.
I think it's going to be. Oh, no, we'll do so. System turning up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn it up now.
American Magic around the gate, big lead number
23, going to try the board now. They go this time. One of those. Okay, going to try and fire the board here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. And turning.
Very much as he said at the press conference, there's nothing wrong with the boat. But we
trip.
all saw
Crossing.
Dean Barker wrestle that boat round the course the whole
I
day.
will.
And today,
Go mast.
massive struggle.
4. Luna Rossa, Prada Pirelli on the 5th leg of
Good
6.
eye,
This is
mate.
the
It's
penultimate leg.
Slowly gaining on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just do a little build before the tack,
It
Pietro.
is a beautiful boat.
Just going back to
It is a
target.
beautiful looking boat when you see these magnificent pictures coming off
Have I?
our helicopters, our chase boat, even
3,
at that bow
2,
camera. How
1.
cool does that look? Yeah, I'm getting a little bit excited. I like pretty things, right? But
Fast is usually pretty, you know.
Hey, my job.
when we talk about shifts in performance, we've spoken about the shift in performance from Christmas to a week ago with Emirates Team UK. How big a shift has the performance of this team, Luna Rossa, Prada Pirelli, been in the scope of this America's Cup?
Pressure coming.
Not quite Ineos-esque, I don't think. That was miracle type stuff, but it's been pretty darn
A little bit
impressive.
lighter actually for this middleweight.
Luna Rossa, Prada Pirelli approaching the gates for the
Pressure back in
last
3, 2,
time,
stand by
and one
here.
more
3,
downwind leg
2, 1,
and head
turning.
towards the
Keep clear.
finish, and then celebrate the fact that they, barring catastrophe, will be in the Prada Cup final.
I can guarantee you that that whole team have they feel for these guys as much or more than anybody does. I don't care how big a competitor you are. You can't be a sportsman and not feel for what this team is going through right now. It's
still just on the course here.
It's sad.
This is the umpire's boundary penalty, USA.
Go Mars, go Mars.
We wished for the fairy tale. They wished for the fairy
Boundary
tale,
clear.
but the reality of it is it's a lot to ask for.
So in the foreground, you see a stranded American Magic. And then in the background, Luna Rossa, Prada Pirelli flying high on her foils and heading towards the finish in race 4 of the Prada Cup semi-finals.
Little build.
And this guaranteed spot, that final spot in the Prada Cup final.
Nice, it's better.
Stephen, I think they haven't just gained boat pace. That just the whole
boat feels
team
good now.
has made a massive leap forward. And to me, Jimmy Spittle has now arrived in Auckland. The Jimmy Spittle that we're used to seeing.
Very solid
The
here.
confidence as well with Francesco Bruni.
But it's showing two and in at the moment, so
The
that's
whole
all.
of the team is different to before.
And understandably, then this confidence just washes across the whole organisation, the family, and suddenly sailors are going home to families that are buoyant and you can't break momentum. You know, I know it's going to be a little while before we get into the Prada Cup final, but they will draw so much from this going forward.
The guy's been in the last 3 America's Cup. 1-2, lost 1. And he speaks. Nathan, when Jimmy speaks, they better listen, right?
Yeah, I've just been listening to you guys chatting while we've been steaming down the side of the track next to them, and everything you say about this team is just spot on. The confidence is coming at the right time. You can hear the voices, you can hear the chat on board. It's confident chat. They're sailing the boat smart, winning the start, sailing it fast. I bet you if I was in the Ineos camp right now, watching what we've seen the last 2 days, they'd be a bit nervous, I think.
Nathan, you've raced against Jimmy Spittle. What does he bring? What do competitors fear?
Getting a little bit choppier down here.
Well, he never gives up, that's for sure. We saw that in San Francisco.
Good pressure on the way
He's
back
a real
here.
professional, and you know, he's a big team player. And at the end of the day, winning America's Cup is about being a team player. Yes, his name is Jimmy Spittle, but he's just one cog in this big wheel of Luna Rossa.
Visually looks good.
You know, I'm really impressed in how Francesco Bruni stepped it up as well. I think there's plenty of talent on this boat, and they're just learning how to race this boat as a team.
Okay, my runner. It's going to go again.
Luna Rossa, Prada Pirelli heading towards the finish line in race 4 of the Prada Cup semi-finals. And you can be guaranteed the flags will be waving because Luna Rossa, Prada Pirelli have just guaranteed themselves a spot in the Prada Cup final. It's done. It will be Luna Rossa against Ineos Team UK in the Prada Cup final on the Hauraki Gulf.
Nice one. Now Ineos, boys.
Sorry, no, it's me against you.
You also, mate. You take it.
I will.
And straight away, the attention from Jimmy Spittle says straight away, he goes, now Ineos, boys. Wow.
Massive left
straight
turn,
away.
We haven't heard a lot of Jimmy Spittle, have we? But now he can sniff a battle.
When you talk about battles, Kenny, you
Let's watch
talk
the
about
battles here, boys.
helmsmen,
Good job.
Jimmy Spittle, Francesco Bruni against BNA's. Let's throw in Giles Scott as well.
Yeah, good call. Board's coming up.
My lips, I'm starting to work. They're starting to go. I'm getting excited now.
Sorry, I'm struggling here a little bit. I'm blown away by how this has ended for the Americans. I know how much.
Comes.
Yeah,
Congratulations to you. Don't get me wrong, and we're not here to pick sides. I just feel sorry for any team who goes out like this. It's unfair. Sport is unfair sometimes, and this has been brutally unfair. History books will have to write it as it wishes as to where the fault lies, if fault lies anywhere at all. It's just, I know how hard people work in these programs, and this is a shame. There's no other word for it.
I mean, let's remember, this is their first outing in the Cup for this team. They're 3 years in. The other teams, you know, much more years to build up all that IP and that experience.
Down and click there.
They have, though, shown, I mean, a real grit and determination. And I just hope, Kenny, that they'll be back to the New York Yacht Club. We'll see this as the beginning, not as the end.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. The New York Yacht Club traditionally isn't going anywhere. You know, that's they feel the Cup is part of the blood of the New York Yacht Club of 44th Street and Harbor Court, and all the
gonna try the board,
all the people who are members are so passionate about not just American Magic, but about the America's Cup in general. And I guess that room in the back of 44th Street and that case is going to stay empty for another little time being.
It takes me back to an interview that we showed around the world of Terry Hutchinson, the skipper, and that one simple desire. That it's almost a fixation with wanting to be at the table at the New York Yacht Club of skippers that have won the America's Cup.
That's not the turn.
And that's not going to happen.
I will.
And the personal angst that must come with that
Penalty clear.
and finishing like this must be enormous. It quite simply must be heartbreaking.
And I really feel for Terry Hutchinson. He made this happen. He brought in the backers. He brought his team together. His band of brothers. They're so tight. And even when things were really difficult, even following the capsize, Stephen, he led his team from the front in an extraordinary way. This final leg must be so difficult.
The boat Patriot.
It's a good fight, man.
Representing the New York Yacht Club.
Tight, boys.
And American Magic comes to the finish of race 4 in the semi-finals. But the campaign for American Magic and the New York Yacht Club is over.
If you can get me to get a board down, I'll go E-stop once we get it far enough under for rev.
Yeah, I'll try going board down here. Like I may get it.
Yeah, or even just go capsize mode, and I'll see if I can get an E-stop after we get the boards under.
Yeah, I'll just give it a couple of secs here. It just seems like
still in race mode, still thinking.
Which I'll go into the zero mode when it does go.
You can just look at the body language of the grinders. Confirmation, race 4 of the Prada Cup semi-finals. It is a perfect 4-0 record to Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. They advance to the Prada Cup final on the back of a 3-minute and 51-second win against American Magic.